All right, it is the next day. It's April 3rd, I believe. Yes, April 3rd, Monday. And it is midday, like almost noon. And I wanted to give you an update on the garden. So I shared a little time lapse of me planting a couple things yesterday, but it's always hard to see at that time of day. So I wanted to show you, it's overcast, so it's gonna be really easy to see. And then I'm planting a few different things. I just planted some lily bulbs and one of like I think it's an Asiatic lily that was here when we moved in the front garden, but it's gonna do way better back here. I'm not a huge fan of the color. It's like a red, but I still think it's pretty. And then I'm gonna maybe plant this other lily that was in the front that's a yellow. And I'm kind of just starting to plant stuff. Obviously I need to plan things out, but also like I just want some stuff in the ground, and I'm excited because this isn't gonna be like a really structured garden. I'm gonna be like, you know, obviously I want to kind of repeat things and make it look nice, but it's not going to be too formal. So it's going to be like more of a cottage style. Let me show you what I did yesterday. All right, so here is how things are taking shape. So what I'm doing right now is putting mulch where I've planted things, even if you can't see them out of the ground. So that is an elephant ear bulb, and I have another one over there. That's where I planted the Asiatic lily. And that's where I planted some oriental lily bulbs. Those are the sunflowers that I need to still plant, but I think I might wait till tomorrow to do those. The reason I started doing all of this is because I wanted this wider pot. So I want these white ones, because since I didn't start anything in trays, I need ones that have more surface area. So the sunflowers did amazing because they had more, you know, surface area, which I knew I needed for sunflowers because they are so big and they get big very quickly. But the snapdragons need to be perked out into different areas. Like I sowed way too many. I didn't understand how many there were because it was like the seeds are literally like poppy seeds. They're so tiny. So I need to figure that out so that I can actually get my snapdragons. I will have two different pots to put those in. I have this bigger one and then that one. And then I'll have another one with those lilies. And obviously they still have some potting soil in them because they were just bulbs. Let me show you the lilies. So these ones, since they're Asiatic, will, you know, are coming up already. This one has two bulbs attached to it, but only one's growing right now. So I don't know if the other one's dead or if it'll still produce something. This one you can see have little buds on it already, which is awesome. So I have two there. It's an elephant ear. I'm thinking snowball hydrangea here and over there. Some grasses, obviously more flowers all mixed in. Camellia bush is doing amazing. Look at all this new growth on it. It's very happy in its place here. I just need to like maybe stake it up a little bit because it's falling over. And then that tree we need to try to pull that way as well because that's curving. The trees are doing great. Those are starting to leaf out. And this one is doing amazing. These birds are really loud. The hydrangea is doing amazing after I planted it yesterday. I feel like it looks very happy. So it's amazing. Look at the sunflowers. They need to be planted. Like they are definitely outgrowing this area. And now that they're growing so big, there's a couple that are kind of smaller. Like that one is smaller. But for the most part, they're doing really good and not crowding each other too much and inhibiting growth. So lilies, I have 4 lilies planted here. I love lilies. They're my favorite flower. And so I have 16 oriental lilies. Lilies are a perennial, so that's amazing. So those will come back every single year. These frickin' birds, you guys, they're so loud. In the future, I'm gonna get more so that they'll like go throughout the season, more Asiatic ones and stuff like that, so that I'll have lilies pretty much from spring, late spring through summer, because lilies only bloom once. You gotta have a lot, so I'm probably gonna plant a lot more lily bulbs in the future. But so that was 4, so I have 8 more, right? No, 12 more to plant of those. This is the yellow one I was talking about, so I'm gonna take that out and plant it. I was thinking somewhere along here, I don't know, because those ones will bloom first, so maybe around here or back there, I don't know, because I'm gonna do a lot of cut flowers over here. This is that salvia I got which I just think is so pretty. I've yet to plant that. I'm gonna separate that and stuff and plant that tomorrow, I believe. Oh, I didn't show that I planted the azalea bush here. And then, yeah, an elephant ear, so coming along. Alrighty, I am in the garage right now. It started raining and I want to get these Snapdragons transplanted, some of them, into this bigger container so they can start growing quicker. Because Snapdragons, I guess, I have never grown these. I've never grown multiple of these things I'm starting from seed, like all the stuff basically. Never grown any of it from seed before. So I am going to just wing this, but I had never started Snapdragons and the seeds are so tiny that I did it completely wrong. There's way too many in this area and they're gonna be fighting for nutrients and all that stuff. So I'm going to try to very, 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 very carefully take these out of here and see if I can get some of these out. I'm gonna use a pencil and try to get one out. And if I have casualties, it's not that big of a deal because I have so many seeds, you guys. And seeds are so inexpensive. So I have one little baby one. See that? They have, let's see if you can see. They have a set of true leaves. So I am just going to clap these in this little area and try to get as many as I can. I think Snapdragons are so pretty. So I'm basically plucking them out of the cell. I'm gonna try and grab the biggest ones because they'll, you know, produce quicker and stuff like that. So luckily these root systems aren't that big yet, so we have an easier time. Very tiny, so it's gonna be a little difficult to do. But I basically just make a little hole with the pen and I'm just plopping it down. I'm gonna give them an inch apart or so. Okay, my first little prick out that I did, like literally the tiniest part of this, like I still have so many, resulted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, let's see, 14, I see a 14th. Little plants. So I'm gonna have Snapdragons up the wazoo and maybe I'll give these, like I was telling my mom, she needs to take some. Maybe I'll give them to neighbors. I don't know, but I'm like, I have so many Snapdragons. That one doesn't have any true leaves either. I'm gonna leave that one out. And you can tell some of them are gonna be different colors by their like leaves even on these, which is kind of cool.